You bought IPL team, RCB, Royal Challengers Bangalore. How did that happen? When did this idea come to you? Were you approached? You approached? What was it? Tell me everything about it.
Well, I think I've already explained to you the concept behind building a personality for a brand, about communicating marketing ethos via sporting events, via music events, and various other forms that would be attractive to youngsters. I just acquired Shaw Wallace, and one of the biggest brands that I acquired was Royal Challenge whiskey. And I was thinking of ways and means of now taking Royal Challenge whiskey to the next level, which required a lot of marketing, innovation, thinking. And at the time the IPL was conceived, I was actually sitting on the BCCI committee as a representative of the Karnataka State Cricket Association. And I was very impressed with the pitch that Lalit Modi made to the BCCI committee about this league. And of course, he was working through jumping through the hoops. BCCI was quite bureaucratic at that time. But nevertheless, he called me one day and said, okay, fine, we're ready to go. Teams are going to be auctioned. Are you going to buy? And I thought to myself, I said, wow, in a country where cricket is a religion, what better platform can I have to promote my brands than through an IPL franchise? And I got greedy. I wanted one for Kingfisher and one for Royal Challenge, my whiskey brand.
Okay.
He said, no, you cannot possibly have two. You can only have one. Anyway, bidding time came, and I think I was pretty excited about having an IPL team to promote one of my brands. And so I bid for 3 franchises.
Okay.
I lost Mumbai by a very small amount of money, but then that's not surprising that Ambani's got it.
Yeah.
But anyway, I wound up being the highest bidder for 3. And I had to choose one. So I obviously chose Bangalore. And it then was natural that it would be Royal Challengers Bangalore because the whiskey was Royal Challenge. And that's how RCB was born.
But it was not a business, it was not for the love of cricket, it was more like a business decision that it will help my brands. Or was it both?
This is it. The media narrative will be, well, vanity project. Vijay Mallya loves cricket. He wanted to buy his own team.
Yeah.
Flamboyance. The usual narrative about me. But the sole purpose always was promotion of the Royal Challenge whiskey brand. So it was very much business driven. And that's why it was called Royal Challengers.
But did it help after
Oh,
that?
massively.
The whiskey sales went up?
Massively. Massively. And of course, I mean, quite apart from it doing its job to promote the whiskey brand, the IPL franchise model itself, as explained in great detail by Lalit, and which is true now, is that the revenues, the media revenues are so high, the payment of the franchise fee over 10 years is over. So now there's a significant net profit for every franchisee. It's like a very profitable running independent business. So much so for it being a vanity project.
How much did you buy it for?
I think $112 million is what I bid.
And that time it would be like 600-700 crores or more than that.
Yeah, I think, but Lalit was clever. Everything was denominated in dollars. The bid price was.
Okay.
So I think 112 million, which of course people balked at that time. But, you know, in hindsight, if you look at it and do the math, it was a top class investment. I mean, look at what the teams are worth today.
Yeah.
I mean, they're worth $1 billion.
You know, one thing which was exciting in your pitch, in your bid for RCB, was Virat Kohli.
I
Virat
picked
Kohli,
Virat.
under 19, you bid for him. And you, if I'm not wrong, you got it for like 20 lakhs something.
Correct.
Why did you pick Virat at such a young age?
Well, obviously there was the young cricketers, and it was draw by lots, right? And fine, I got lucky, so I got to pick, and I immediately went for Virat. I looked just, I think, shortly before the actual selection process. They were playing the Under-19 World Cup, and I was very impressed. And so I picked him, and it's wonderful. 18 years later, he's still there.
So with just his performance, or were
No,
you able to see
absolutely.
something?
Yeah, he was a young kid at that time when I got him, but full of energy, great talent, and one of the greatest Indian cricketers ever.
If you had a choice to pick 2 or 3 players from other teams for RCB today, who would you pick?
If dreams could come true, Jasprit Bumrah.
Yeah.
If dreams could come true, Surya Kumar Yadav, Rishabh Pant, and KL Rahul. If I had these four, I wouldn't need anybody else, and we would definitely win the trophy.
And do you think this year, even when you don't have these 4, you would
The RCB
win the
lineup,
trophy this year?
the RCB lineup is pretty balanced. Top class batting lineup, a much improved bowling lineup. I haven't seen Bhuvneshwar Kumar play in RCB colours yet, but he's a top class bowler. But as a unit, I can say it's a pretty balanced unit, and now it all depends on field performance.
This year the captain, Rajat, he's from my city. He's from my neighborhood.
Oh,
like he was literally like 2 houses away from my house, Rajat Patidar. So this year, even though I support Mumbai, but this year I'm still voting for RCB.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, let Rajat win the trophy. Okay, but it occurs to me that RCB never winning the cup has actually worked in the RCB favor. Do you think so?
in what way?
In cult following.
No,
like,
no.
Even though you guys have, like, the RCB has never won.
You see, that is because the day RCB was conceived. We have had a comprehensive program of fan engagement.
Okay.
Right? We've had the IPL window is 2 months. But we have had activation programs stretching over all 12 months to keep the RCB fans engaged. So it is once again a clear-cut marketing strategy and fan engagement strategy, which has worked. That's why we have such extreme loyalty that win or lose, the chant of RCB is always there.